Oh, hey there, it's Rachel with Journey Back Quilts. And this week, I started the week out with a really fun trip up the mountain. We borrowed my dad's side by side and went with some friends and just looked around at the beauty that fall was, and it was just so much fun. Then I got to work on my knitted star quilt, and here you can see me working at 20 times speed because it is a long process, and I didn't want you to sit through hours and hours of video watching me piece this thing together. When it's the same step, I'm just chain piecing over and over again, and it's coming together. I'm almost there. I've got probably 5 more rows-ish to add to each of the blocks, and each step takes me about 2 hours to do. And so it's a little time consuming, but I'm having so much fun. Here you can see me cleaning out some of my lint, getting it all situated and restocked back up with some bobbin, and off we go again. So I'm making progress on my UFOs, but in the meantime, I am also working on clients' orders. Long arming orders was the main focus this week. Again, I had quite a few to get completed, including my own that I started last week, my Thanksgiving table topper, and I was able to work on that a little bit more as well, and you'll see that here in just a minute. Just continue to piece, lots and lots of pieces here. And then a bunch of chain ironing too. So I clip apart about 8 blocks at a time, and I open up that seam, let my clapper set it for me. And so it makes the process go a little bit faster when I can keep them organized this way and know where I'm at. So just keep ironing, keep pressing, and lots of chain piecing. So I'm listening to a lot of fun podcasts and books and different things depending on my mood, and it helps the time just fly by. And this night I just had so much fun. I just kept going, and I didn't even realize that I was becoming a midnight quilter that day. So I did get a lot done though, so that's really good. And here you can see I'm starting to work on the next step. So I added 2 different strips on this. I actually had half of the first one done already, so I only worked for about 3 hours, not 4, on this project, but it was still a long process just to get these few things done. So I'm adding the next row to this, so I'm just chain piecing them again, and I'll chain iron them again and get those all completed. Worked on filming my last table topper. This is March's table topper where we're making Shamrock Love. And so you can get a sneak peek of that. We actually are going to have some openings coming up for the new year, so you can make all these table toppers along with us. So stay tuned for that, or you can go check it out on our website, journeybackquilts.com. So you can see I'm making a whole bunch of blocks, just chain piecing again, and I show my students exactly how to do this and what we're going to turn them into. It's so much fun, and this quilt is so cute. Here I am finishing up the quilting on my table topper for November. So you can see I did a combination of different designs. I used some digital designs, and I also used some free motion quilting and some ruler work. So it was really fun to be able to combine all of these designs to make this very festive November table topper. So you can see, if you look really closely, there's little leaves and swirls being quilted onto the border. And I thought that was just a perfect touch for a November style quilt. And then I added some leaf motif kind of design in the center of my blocks as well. You can see that little leaf there, and then it makes 4 leaves that kind of connect in the center with this circle, which I love adding some circular motions to square objects to soften them up a little bit, and vice versa. If it's a circular pattern, I'll do a square pattern on top of it to kind of give it some different dimensions. So that was a really fun design. And then I also added a very teeny tiny little design in the center border, that little black border there. So much fun. And now it's finished, so now I can display it for November. Perfect timing. And now we're moving on to a client's quilt. So she made this amazing t-shirt quilt, and we're stitching it up for her so you can see this time lapse video, and then it's going to move into another video where you can see the pattern a little bit closer. It's still at 10 times speed, so it is going way faster than it normally does, but you can see the design a little bit better. So she chose a Easter lily pattern for this because the gal who wore these shirts loved Easter lilies. So that was the pattern that we chose for that, and it worked out just beautifully. Next is this client's quilt. She took several of these embroidered blocks that her mother had saved. She thought maybe her grandmother made them, and she got them finished up into a quilt. So I'm helping her with the long arming and getting those all finished up. And lastly, I finished up this quilt today for my helper who does all my binding for me. She is an amazing binder and she is an amazing quilter, as you can see, this gorgeous quilt that she made. And I got that all long armed up for her so she can finish it for her husband. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that this inspired you and you're going to go finish some of your own UFOs. Remember, we have a UFO challenge going on right now. It's not too late to join us. You can click the link in the description box to learn more about this and to sign up for free. And you might even win some prizes. We have some amazing prizes from our retailer, Riley Blake Designs, sent us to give to the winners. So make sure you go over there and sign up and join us in finishing some of your unfinished objects. Isn't that awesome? All right, I'll see you next week. Same time, same place, and you'll see what I'm working on next. Bye for now.